Hello goblins, it's Chris, Eldritch Pipes. It's an episode of this week's Pipes. Earlier today, I was chatting with Travis, and it was a bit of a deadly talk. We wound up talking about McClelland and Frogmorton on the town, and so I had to grab my tin. Jarred tin. I try not to smoke it very often, but after you've had a chat about it, you just want to go and grab a bowl. I shan't wax diabolical about Frogmorton on the town. It's of no use to anyone. All I can say is it will remain, for as long as I can get hold of it, one of my favourite blends of all time. I don't know if it's going to last the video. McClelland blends were always a little moist. And so one of the things that you had to do was they were very prone to just needing some relights. And while I can't tolerate that with most tobaccos, I could put up with it for McClelland. I have a few blends, a few bits left of various blends, and again, I try to forget about them as much as possible, and then just stumble upon them occasionally. I've been watching on the old Netflix Freud, which is is it a German or maybe Swedish series on Netflix? Really cool. It kind of reimagines Freud as I don't want to say detective, but he's in the midst of a mystery and he's the man to get to the bottom of it. Really good. I've also been listening on Spotify, if you got that. I stumbled across a series called Harley Quinn and the Joker, Sound Mind. That was great. Just a 6-episode podcast thing. I wondered if there was anything more like that, and then I stumbled across Batman Unburied, and that's a 10-parter, and that was really cool. So yeah, look for, if you're on Spotify, Batman Unburied. Great series. I've heard that they're going to get a season 2. That's really cool. All right. So, pipes, I believe, is what we're here to talk about. The commission this week was for an author. And so, like previous weeks, I decided to go all in and did a trilogy of authors. I'm going to start with the commission piece. Then I'll show you the other two. The last one is available. Wonder of Wonders. All right. Oh no, I got the order wrong. That's not the commission. It's not the one that's available though either. But as you can see, black sandblast. Nice medium blast there. Lots of ring grain. Look at it all going on. Violet, ultraviolet stem. something about this piece just blasted a bit deeper than other ones have of late. We say it's the briar. Maybe it is just the briar. Who knows? But I was also thinking that maybe it's been drier of late. And I've got a feeling that maybe humidity has been affecting the blast media. Maybe. It's a theory. Don't come out. Lovely. So there we go. I haven't figured out if another colour other than black actually goes with ultraviolet. Every time I put an ultraviolet stem on it, it's like, it's got to be a black pipe. Maybe it could go on natural briar. But I'm not sure. Oh, I just wanted to say, someone last week mentioned that they'd like to see, it'd be interesting to see my own pipe rotation. And so, whoever it was, if it was you, that's a good idea. And I probably could get a video out of it. I smoke a number of pipes. You'll hardly ever see them. I treat them terribly. I don't know if it's... there are a couple of pipes that I treat with reverence. Just a couple. The rest, you'd be shocked at how I treat them. So a pipe maker should know better. I don't know. Maybe it's making pipes all day long. Certain pipes. I've got some Petersons that I haven't cleaned and I should have cleaned. But anyway. Getting out all my dirty secrets. Next up. Let's see if I've got this in the right order now before I show you. I've already started off on the wrong foot. Okay. This was a commission piece. Now, some of you, not all of you, may remember many moons ago I did at the Mountains of Madness set of pipes. It was a cutty, a billiard, an author, and a Zulu. When I finished them all, I called them, they were all frostbitten. So they were smooth, with a blackened natural contrast, but then eaten away with black rustication in parts. But it also had a very special Cumberland. I couldn't get the Cumberland anymore, but I said I would try to recreate it. It was a mixture of blacks, greys, and a kind of sandy colour. I'm quite pleased with. Mine looks different to the originals because theirs is vulcanite rolled together. Very different process. Mine is resin poured, so it does something very different. But I'm pleased with the result. So you can see the black just picking out all the straight grain, which is pretty cool. Grain goes a little chaotic over here. This is the frostbitten rustication. I suppose a little bit like when I did the Corrupted series. Smooth pipes. I think I did them in very classic tones, but then with kind of like a green rustication in parts. They were kind of cool. I haven't done those in years. So that's the sort of slate and sand. It's this looks, the sand looks very pale on camera. It's more of a yellow sandy tone in reality. The grey is nice and dark, but then it bleeds up to actual black, and that's a nice mix. It was just a one-off piece. It's not resin that I'm starting to make. Just a one-off. I'm also kind of excited to try a new... This is the kind of things that excites a pipe maker. I've discovered a new oil. I should be trying it out. Well, I think I should be getting it next week. Much like the sandblast process, or indeed the rustication process, the process of creating a smooth is like always under revision. Because I guess, I don't know, there's this like ideal of what it can be in your mind, and then there's the trying to reach it and searching for a better product all the time. By which I mean better products for me to use. And I suppose producing a better product at the end is always the goal. So, this is the last one. This is the fellow that's available. I feel like you've gone out. So, smooth author. Yeah. Can't remember the last time I had a smooth available. I haven't reached out to the people on my smooth list because that's all the people on the list are asking for a smooth strawberry. This is obviously not a strawberry. It is a smooth author. You can get to see the straight grain going across the shank and the bowl there. And again on this side. Really nice piece of briar. Paired this with earth and ivory stem, it seemed to be the right thing to do. So the dark and the light of the stem I thought was a great match with the dark and the light on the briar. I forget the overall stats on these, but if you're interested, I think it's about 6 inches long, and I think the bowl is about 2 inches in diameter. The chamber is 19mm, so 3/4 of an inch diameter, and about 1.5 inches deep. It's a bit of a substantial pipe. Let me just get a weight on it. Always have my little scales here. Yeah, 72 grams. So not exactly a clencher unless you've got good strong jaws. But really a great classy looking pipe. There you go. He is available if you're interested. Email me. The email address is down below. It's devilsreef@gmail.com. I have no idea how long he'll last. There you go. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's about it. All right. I will be back next week. I think the boys on holiday. So next week is will be a chaotic affair. I'll be doing all kinds of things, only doing pipe making in between doing other things, I think. So probably only going to have one, maybe 2 pipes to show next week. But I'll be back with at least a pipe next week. I'm absolutely sure of it. All right. Until then, take it very easy. Your loyal pipe maker.